This repo hit 30,000 stars within 12 days of going viral. It has 120 AI personas that you can clone in just 10 seconds for marketing, engineering, sales, design, QA, game development, and spatial computing. I've tested it. Here is the generic output, and here is the output with specialized persona loaded. Same model, same question. And I saw significant improvement in the response quality. In this video, we are going to cover what really it is, how it works, how to use it in Claude Code that turns them from static prompt files into actual working subagents that run in parallel, keep their own context, and even build memory across sessions. And that last part is the most useful thing in the video, so stay till the end. Agents is open source collection of about 120 markdown files. This number may increase going forward, and each file is a structured AI persona. Now, one important clarification is that despite the name agents, these are not AI agents in the way most people think of that term. They do not use tools on their own. They do not have persistent memory. They do not make autonomous decisions. They are structured system prompts. You can think of them as detailed job descriptions for AI. But with the right setup, you can turn them into actual working subagents in Claude Code. We will get to that. Let me show you what is actually inside one of these files. Now, this is marketing growth hacker agent. At the top, you have got YAML formatter, name, description, tools, color, emoji, and vibe. Then it has the identity layer. This agent has a name, a personality, then it has the core capabilities, then it has specialized skills, decision framework, and success metrics. It is a job description, not a one-liner. But does it actually make a difference? Let us test it. It's the same model and same task. Now I'm going to ask, help me create a content marketing strategy for a B2B SaaS product that helps small teams manage projects. Our query will remain the same, but on the right hand side, we will also add the agent personality. I'll copy it from here and paste it over here. Now let's run both of these and see how it goes. Now both of these are complete. Let's open the file generated by the query without any persona. Looks like there is some issue loading this document. So let's ask it to fix. Alright, the issue is fixed. Now let's download the file and open it. And here's the doc. It has the executive summary, ideal customer profile and buyer personas, then content pillars and messaging framework, channel strategy, then quarterly content roadmap, KPIs and success metrics, team and budget, and competitive differentiation in content. So this is a decent response. Now let's look at the response generated by our second query where we used the agent persona. Let's download the file and open it. Again, it contains the executive summary, ideal customer profile, content pillars and topics. But I think this is more detailed. It has multiple pillars, SEO and keyword strategy. It has defined it in multiple tiers. And then it has 12-month content calendar framework, distribution and channel strategy, lead generation and conversion optimization, then metrics, KPIs and reporting, then growth experiments, then recommended budget allocation, and 30, 60, 90-day action plan. As you can see, this is much more detailed and the quality of the doc has improved significantly from our previous one. Let's drop both of these files over here and we'll ask Claude itself to evaluate both of these and tell us which is better and why. And here we go. So it says, doc with agent persona it wins by roughly 68% versus 32%. And that is huge. Agent persona version is significantly better because of depth and actionability. Content calendar is actually usable. Email nurture is fully built out. Keyword strategy is 3x more specific. Growth experiments and PLG loops and repurposing framework. And this is the weighted scorecard. We got 8.65 versus 6.05, which is around 60 to 70% increase in the quality. Now setting this up is really easy. You need to come to this GitHub repo, click on code. You can either download the zip directly and start using the files, or you can clone it. But if you plan to make changes to those files and then push them back, then I would suggest you fork this project, then create fork. Once this is done, you will start seeing it in your space. Then you can go to code, copy this command, then open Visual Studio and make sure you have Claude Code extension installed. Then click on these three dots, click on terminal, new terminal. And here you can run git clone and paste the URL. Make sure you have git installed on your computer. And within 5 seconds, you will have all of your agents in your project. Next, let's open Claude Code. And now we need to perform a really important step, which is transforming these agent files into subagents that can be used by Claude Code. And to do that, we need to scroll down, copy this command from here, Let's ask Claude to execute it. And it is done with a setup. It has set up the agent directories at this path. Let's copy this path, and to confirm, let's cd into this directory in the terminal. Now let's run ls command, and it will give us the list of all the directories and files present at this path. And as you can see, it has copied everything. Similarly, you can set it up for all of these tools. You just need to run the corresponding command. Alright, so now how do we use these prompts for our Claude Code agent? And it's really simple. We can either give the name of our agent persona over here and ask it to use that agent, or we can even tag that particular MD file and it will pick it up from there. So this is the part I said was the most useful. Let's say you are building a landing page. Instead of doing everything sequentially, you tell Claude, research the UX layout, content strategy, and SEO requirements in parallel using separate subagents. And Claude will launch 3 subagents simultaneously. And look at these to-dos. First one is research UX layout requirements via UX architect subagent. Second is research content strategy via content creator subagent. And third one is research SEO via SEO specialist subagent. And it has launched all of these 3 subagents in parallel. All the 3 subagents are now done. It has created these documents that contains a detailed content strategy and SEO strategy. This is the multi-agent orchestration. And instead of you manually switching between personas, Claude is the orchestrator. It routes tasks to the right specialist automatically. Now let's talk about the real long-term value. You can pick an agent that is close to what you need. Let's say LinkedIn content creator. And now you can very easily customize it as per your requirement. You can change the vibe, colors, and you can add your tools that this agent will have access to. You can set your own model for this subagent by adding model : your model name, and you can even give a persistent memory directory to this subagent by adding memory : project. This gives the agent a persistent memory directory that survives across conversations. So every time you use it, it learns from your content creation patterns, your terminology, your framing, etc. It writes these to a memory file that it reads at the start of the next session. And once you do all of these things, what you have is not some generic prompt file. Instead, it is your custom subagent, which is tuned to your specific use case. And it gets smarter and smarter every time you use it. And before you go all in, let us talk about what is not perfect. Because I think the honest picture is more useful than hype. First one is we don't have any benchmarks yet. The MIT study tells us that structured prompts should help, and our test shows a visible difference as well. But nobody has done rigorous quantitative testing of these specific personas against alternatives. So these are not necessarily the best system prompts that exist for these roles. Second is quality varies. 120 agents from 50 plus contributors. Some are deeply researched with specific frameworks, detailed workflows, and real deliverables. Others may be thinner. The recently added divisions are newer and less battle tested than the originals. So is it worth using? Yes, if you do it right. But it would be a better idea to treat it as a starting point, not a magic solution. You can pick one agent, test it, fork it, customize it, build memory, and that is how you go from a prompt library to an actual AI workflow that gets better over time. Tell me in the comments which agent personas would be most useful for your work right now. In the next video, we are going deeper. I'll be picking agents from this repo and use them to build real workflows. If that sounds useful, subscribe so you don't miss it, and I'll see you in the next one.